Hi, I'm Jake, and I'm here with Ethan. And today, we're going to take you through the adjustment of your drop and cast on the Benelli 828U. All right, Ethan, we've got an 828U here. One of my favorite things about this shotgun is that we're able to customize it to fit my needs as a shooter.
Jake, that's right, and it's easy to do. And for most over-under shotguns, this would involve a trip to a stock fitter or a gunsmith to do this. But with the 828, it is user adjustable. There's 40 different settings, so that's going to cover a wide range of shooters, everybody for that matter. And so we'll go ahead and adjust it now.
Okay.
Before working on it, always break open the action.
Of course.
Inspect the chambers. Make sure it's unloaded. Make sure it's safe to work on. I'm going to go ahead and remove the forend and the barrels.
Okay.
Just so they're out of the way. So to change the drop and cast shims, we'll first need to remove the recoil pad and the progressive comfort assembly.
Okay.
There's 2 Phillips head screws in the recoil pad. And then 2 more Phillips head screws holding on the progressive comfort assembly.
Okay.
Then that will slide out. To remove the stock, there's a 13 millimeter nut down inside here.
Okay.
So with a T-handle or socket wrench, we'll unscrew that nut. Once the nut is loose, we can pull the stock off of the stock bolt, and the stock hardware will come out of the back. So we'll notice we have a locking plate, lock washer, and stock nut.
Okay.
And here we have the drop and the cast shim. And we'll notice we have a B and a DX6 installed from the factory.
So on this drop and cast shim, what we're really going to try to adjust is where my eye is going to be seeing down the vent rib.
That's right. So with instinctual shooting with a shotgun, your eye is basically the rear sight.
Okay.
And we want to correctly position that.
Okay.
And everybody's built a little differently, and that's why we have this option available.
Right. Okay. Great.
So for this example, let's go ahead and drop the stock. I'm going to go, we had a B, I'm going to go with a D, drop shim.
Okay.
There's a 6 millimeter cast shim, so that's casting the stock away, cast off.
Okay.
Let's bring that a little closer. We'll go with the 3 millimeter DX6.
Okay. And once again, for all these adjustments, you can refer to your owner's manual, correct?
There's a very good table in there for all 40 adjustments that are available. So once the drop and the cast shim have been installed, we can reinstall our stock. Now we've gone from a B to a D drop shim. So the locking plate we use will be set aside because this needs to correspond.
Okay.
So we will go with the D locking plate.
Okay.
Now this is a right-handed gun, so DX is for right hand or cast off. That will correspond with our cast shim. That was a DX cast shim as well. So we'll use the DX locking plate.
Okay, great.
So to get our locking plate down inside the stock, we'll need some sort of rod to position it.
So that just kind of helps you guide it into place, right?
It does. I just have this pistol cleaning rod.
Okay.
But a long screwdriver, anything like that would work.
So you're seating that down in there before you put the stock back on.
Right.
Okay.
And you can do it whichever way is easier for you. Slide the stock back onto the gun. We'll then install the lock washer and the stock nut with the rod as well. Once the nut is in place, we can use our 13 millimeter to tighten the stock. The progressive comfort system slides in the back and is held on by 2 Phillips head screws. And then the recoil pad, 2 more Phillips heads. And from there, we've adjusted our drop and our cast to fit.
Pretty simple. So simple adjustment there makes it more enjoyable for me to shoot. Hopefully makes me a little bit more accurate.
Yeah, exactly. That's right, Jake. Right.
And don't forget, for all these specs and information, you can refer back to your owner's manual or check out BenelliUSA.com.